Okay, guys, so we're gonna try this again. This is take 3 now. So I only get 5 minutes to talk on each of these little videos, so we kind of sort of have to make the most of our situation here, which means this is going to be part 1 of, well, a lot to get through chapter 15 and Andrew Jackson, because this is one of Mr. Nichols' favorite presidents. So there's a lot of information here and a little bit of review we got to get through at the beginning. So, John Marshall. He was a Supreme Court judge appointed by John Adams, and he ruled on some of the most important Supreme Court cases in U.S. history. Hence the 5 that we're about to review for your test. That we'll have to figure out how to do somehow, but we'll worry about that later. Won't be this week, promise you that much. Okay, Murray versus Madison. This should be complete and total review. Had to do with Thomas Jefferson's presidency. They were switching presidents. Basically, the president that just lost is going to try to wipe the Supreme Court clean and have a nice clean slate of brand new judges for the new judge going in, which is so not going to sit well with him and would not help his presidency at all. So basically, what ends up happening is Marbury is the one that's suing here because he's going to be one of the new judges that's instated. When this case is reviewed, the Supreme Court's going to decide when the Constitution's unclear. The Supreme Court's going to make the decision. And since they would be the ones all out of a job, they very much decided they're keeping their jobs and these new appointments are not going through to the Supreme Court. So here you can kind of see, well, my face is sort of blocking his. That looks totally terrifying with his eyes right there. Can I move me around maybe? Yeah, there we go. Okay, sort of better. Maybe there. Here we go. So we've got Marbury, we have Madison, and if you don't think he looks like Nicolas Cage, I don't know what's up with you. But here are a couple little political cartoons. I love the this one over here. I wish for the power to declare laws unconstitutional, and the genie tells him, "Why waste a wish on something you can grant yourself?" Which they pretty much straight up did. And then up here, it's either constitutional or unconstitutional. We don't use a scale of 1 to 10. So it either is or it isn't. Alright, moving right along. Uh-oh, where'd my mouse go? There we go. Alright, let's put me back down here in the corner. So now we've got McCulloch versus Maryland. This is the federal government sets up a bank in the state of Maryland, and Maryland wants to tax that bank because why not? They'd benefit from the money for the taxes. I'm sorry, you are probably definitely hearing kitty noises here. Probably should get used to that. They've been a little spoiled and rotten today. So, federal government again sets up a bank. Maryland wants to tax the bank, and the Supreme Court rules that the power of the national government is going to trump that of the state government. So again, here we've got some little political cartoons. This is Andrew Jackson in this one, and you will learn that he absolutely hates the National Bank and is going to do everything in his power to pretty much get rid of it. He don't like it at all. Love this one where the Supreme Court's telling Maryland establishing the bank was necessary to carry out Congress's power to tax, and Maryland's like, yeah, that's why we don't want you doing it. We're not in the mood for that. But sadly, they did not get their way. Okay, Gibbons versus Ogden. This is going to be similar to the last case we just saw.